We're back for more Megaman X. Well, Megaman X playthrough. I'm honestly trying to find things to talk about, and I can't. Well, I'm trying to think of things to talk about, and I can't exactly think of crap to talk about. But let's talk about the game. It's like you finally beat all the 8 Mavericks, and because of that, Zero is able to find the location of Sigma's fortress somehow. Like he didn't find it any sooner than that. So let's go and put it into his war against the humans. And there was honestly no point in teleporting away from there because that's exactly where you're going. It's pretty much that location except at a different time of the day. So before we do that, we gotta go collect some power-ups. Because we don't want to go in there without being fully prepared, right? Although a speedrunner would just be like, oh well, screw it, I'm just gonna go in there anyway. I can be a bit reckless now, although I've been reckless like this entire playthrough of me trying to talk and trying to play and being incredibly rusty and many other excuses that I can try and come up with. I hated those tires. Every time you shoot them, like when you shoot them normally, they just decide that like, oh well, I'm just gonna turn to my side and try and hit you anyway, just to be a bit of a jerk. So if you didn't hit him with a charge shot, then like you're gonna have problems. See, and now I don't have to have issues jumping, but I still hate those guys. And he's still that guy's still trying to float down to try and get me. Oh my god! And that ostrich is like, oh my god! And the minute it sees me, the minute it finally notices like it's getting, I'm attacking it. Now, I could get in from over here. Can I? Nope. Oh. Yeah, see? I can get in from over here and then be like, pop, and there's my heart container. And then, because those things are apparently so solid, or frozen solid, that you can't pick them up. Hey, you can't actually go, well, you can't break through it without fire. Which honestly, I think that's a bit crazy. So now let's go here. And now this place is full of water because I defeated Launch Octopus. And apparently, by the aquatic base blowing up, it flooded this forest. That's been cyberized or roboticized. And see, because of water, I can jump farther and I can jump a lot higher. And that can happen. And I can actually make it back. Apparently, I think you can actually make it without the water, but I don't think I've ever done it without the water. Anyway, because we have 0 lives left, might as well kill ourselves one last time. Why did I go here? That's not where I needed to go. Wrong stage. I picked the wrong one. I meant to pick Spark. Oh, I meant to pick Spark Mandrill. They all look the same after a while. No. And then I could hear like some Reploid races like, you think we all look the same? Or like a mammoth or Mandrill will be like, you think I look the same as him? And they'll just get on my case like, how dare you? That guy's gonna get in my way if I don't blow him up. No. No. Thank you. Okay, and now I have everything. Just one more. Well, I don't have everything yet because there's one other thing that I gotta do that I don't really make use of this, to be perfectly honest. I don't make use of it. I never really, I know it's cool to have, but I just never really utilized it as much as other people have. And I think you already know what I'm talking about. First off, we're gonna max out everything. That bat's actually from the classic Mega Man games, and he actually drops extra lives. Well, for killing him, he drops extra lives. Oh, hey! Sometimes, not all the time. As well as these guys. Although in the later Mega Man X games, they just decided to let them drop crap, drop absolute garbage, because they made. I would say they made X8 a lot easier. X7 actually has difficulty. A lot of people say like, oh, it's only difficult because the game is crappy. No, it's actually, I find X7 actually legit difficult in places. And really, what made the game difficult for me at first was the fact that I did not know about the camera controls. I didn't know the camera controls were in the game. Oh yeah, and that guy is also protected by, he's also protected while he's asleep. So he won't actually be like, oh, so you can't actually just destroy him while he's up there. But yeah, a lot of people say the games are hard because they're crap, and maybe. It's hard for me to say whether or not they're right in certain cases, because I find, like I said, X7 is difficult, but wait, I destroyed it with the shield? I thought I couldn't destroy that with the shield. I'm just about full, and I need only one more life, so... There we go. So let's quickly speed up to the point where I go grab the darn Hadouken. Which, if you guys didn't know that, then you probably haven't played Mega Man X ever. And yeah, that was the secret to this game because Inafune had a part in making Street Fighter. So one of the things he ended up doing was putting random cameos in various games. And it started to become a tradition for Capcom to like include various cameos. Like, I'm just gonna shoot you to death. I mean, you can destroy everything. And then I still beat him to it to where I can actually jump up there. And now comes, well, what I find to be the difficult part of the game. Well, what I find to be the difficult part of grabbing the Hadouken. Is that you have to jump up here, and then you don't necessarily need to kill yourself 5 times, but it's faster to just kill yourself 5 times and do it that way instead of just... Like, it's faster to kill yourself 5 times instead of, instead of like just running through the stage 5 times in a row. Like, I remember there was a guy that said like, oh well, you need to do this 5 times. Like, you need to run through the entire stage and get up there 5 times in a row. And I did it that way for the longest time. And I discovered, oh, I just need to make it up there. I always miss that because you actually have to shoot prematurely to reach that one. And I almost didn't make that either. So that was what, 3 times? I mean, it won't count unless you have to actually have everything else as well. You have to have everything well. You have to already have everything else as well. So you have to have all the upgrades. So I don't think it will count that I got it before. Oh, maybe it does count. Because this is like my 4th time. And you see here, like, Dr. Light is dressed like Ryu. Well, in the Ryu-gi. I'm actually rather surprised. Well, first off, I'm surprised that Mega Man X is making it into the next Marvel vs. Capcom game. I'm actually surprised that, like, they didn't put in Dr. Light as, like, a character. Like, as a joke character or something. Like, he's a joke character, but he's not a joke character. And you have him throwing Hadoukens and Shoryukens and whatnot. It took me forever to figure out how to do this, though, because I had no idea when I first got it. I was like, okay, like, how do I throw a Hadouken? Because I did not know how to... Well, one, I did not know how to input special moves at all in fighting games up until much later in my life. So that was difficult. So that was difficult for me to like figure out how to do an Hadouken. I'll do a fireball. And now it's practically common knowledge. Ah! Switching the wrong way. Let's split up. I'm gonna go do absolutely nothing. And you can slip in while I keep the main defense force busy. Like, wait, what main defense force? And the music is and the music is faster than what I'm used to. Probably because I actually used to speed run this stage. Dang it. I actually used to like speed run the stage. And I would always start off with like Storm Tornado. And then of course here, switch. And I hated this part of the stage, to be honest, because it's so easy to just fall and die. Like I almost did there, because dash jumping function. But those guys will sit there and try and annoy you, and I was like, oh, well, wait, I have this shield that should be able to destroy them easily, right? No! See, I almost, like, I hate, oh, I'm not good, like, I'm no longer good at this game like I used to be. Yeah, like I said, I would just speed run this. And I'm dead. Oh, trying. And the bad thing is that I need my rolling shield for Vile. Thank God. Not that health matters right at this point. Oh wow, I wasted so many lives just doing that! Ah! And here's Vile and Zero. Which right now, Zero is shorter than Vile. Stay back, X, I'll take him on. I was like, okay. And then you just walk through the door. And it's like complete silence. And like, wait, what? I was like, well, okay, well, what happened? Might as well just use up the last bit of it, because I'm not going to use it anymore after this. Well, on this stage. It's like, guys. Oh, Zero's apparently trapped. X, do what I tell you, or he's history. And yeah, it's like, although I assumed Zero to be a girl, I never really read the text during this. Don't listen to him, X. Go ahead and blast him. Dream on, Zero. X knows he can't defeat me. I also thought that Vile had a needle nose because the way his sprite was set up back then. My armored carrier is more than a match for his ancient weapons. You just hear a Storm Tornado just like literally tearing through. Ow! Like, and you're like, maybe, but I'm not through yet. I was like, Zero, you could have busted out of that at any point in time. And then it's like, oh. Zero blew himself up. And this is where like me and my cousin laughed, like, oh my god, he's a midget! I was like, hey, you remember that guy that we fought at the beginning? It's like, well, he turns into a midget here. It's like, oh my god, he's a midget! We were picking on him. What a worthless gesture. I can't be so easy defeated so easily. So X, it's just you and me now. And you're paralyzed. And then it's like, no. What the? Where did that energy come from? It really doesn't matter how much energy you absorb, X. You are still far too weak. Prepare to be terminated. And I like that I could pause, like, in the midst of this. He's like, oh, like, no. You got absolutely nothing from Vile because you don't care. It's like I try to jump over Zero. Oh, X, I've taken too much damage. Auto repair systems can't handle it. It's like, wait, you have an auto repair system? Why don't I not have that? My power is fading fast. Your power is greater than I thought. Maybe you can destroy Sigma. Bleh. And he just fades. That was one of the things. I ended up growing to hate Zero because he was just way too popular of a character. And I use this move because it is clearly ow! I almost made it. Because that's pretty much my only use for Chameleon Sting other than against the boss, which I did not know it was. It's kind of sad that you beat this guy this way who was like, and he was like a really tough boss at the time. Super homing torpedo. That's how I like to finish off the bosses, like with the charge shot version of whatever their weakness is, if I have it. Alright, I got one more. And then you got this boss that just comes out of nowhere. I hate that. I hate it when I get mixed up. Now I can take like one more of it. So yeah, and he just starts getting faster as he goes down. How did I... Damn it. That would have killed me. Yeah, it's hard to hit him like the last couple of times because he's like, oh, I'm super fast now. And it's essentially more of a prediction. It's more of a prediction type of deal than actually trying to just shoot him. Since he's only vulnerable like when he finally hits the ground. And it's only vulnerable for like a second. That took me 30 minutes! Well, at least the next part, well, the next couple of stages aren't that bad. Because I mean, it's just, well, no, I got the stupid face. The face is next. Oh no, well, when I think about the next Sigma, like next Sigma section boss, like that, it's actually a lot easier than what they did when they revamped the boss in X5. Yeah, I know it. I should have just put on the dang shield and roll with it. I don't know why I'm trying to do things the hard way when I have easy access to certain things. I think there's a ride on here. Yeah, there is. So let me watch. I see I'm going to come in here with nothing, and oh, it's not here, so it's further up. Oh my god, I'm on fire! Burning penguins. I wonder if anyone's ever ate penguin other than like polar bear and sea lion. Oh my god! Yeah, see, like that guy's just sitting there looking out for you, and you're like, you just blast him. And he, like, if he sees you, he's like, oh crap! This is my area. And it's like, and my right arm is toast. Too bad. Please watch it explode in blazing glory. I used to think this guy's weakness was rolling shield, because it was pretty much like the only, other than Chameleon's thing, was like the only weapon I didn't use against the boss. Oh, that's not something to talk about. Like, I don't know why people hate like the Mega Man. Like, I see people that do like Mega Man Let's Plays, and they always hating on like refighting bosses. Like, they hate the whole concept of like having to refight bosses. They're like, oh, it's the same boss fights all over again. And it's like, yeah, and to me, I'm like, yeah, it is the same. It's the same boss fights, but you're fighting him more or less in a gauntlet than compared to like you're fighting him more in a gauntlet than like fighting them. Who was this again? Oh, this was the boss. If I remember right, it was the face. So, like you're fighting them all. You're fighting them all in a gauntlet rather than just make it to the end of the stage and then. I hope I don't end up destroying the nose first, because that actually causes problems for me later. Stupid eye! I've also had like times where I just would not pay attention. I think his weakness is still Chameleon's thing, but I find like Rolling Shield is more. I find Rolling Shield more accurate than trying to hit this thing with Chameleon's thing and not fall into the freaking spike pit or instant death spikes. There we go. Yeah, see now the rest of this is gonna be like super easy because there's no. Because it's not that much of a threat after this. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, like a lot of people are like, oh, I hate doing the boss refights because they're so annoying. You're just fighting the same boss and they don't do anything. They don't do anything different and whatnot. Like, and I guess that's what people want these days. I guess that's what people want these days, is for like boss fights to be different when they fight them a second time. Because like essentially, Devil May Cry actually like picked up that trend where if you're fighting a boss second or third time or even a fourth time. We're gonna do it this time. Or not. Dang it! You ruined my kill! He interrupted my charge shot with his stupid little bullet thing. I need boomerang cutter. I actually need a lot up here. I need that one too. Pink Chameleon though. I actually like doing boss fights, especially, and I find it better to do it in a gauntlet than to do it as a, than to just be like, oh well, let's make them hard. Let's supposedly make them harder by giving them like a new attack or something. Because half the time when like you give them like you give these guys like a new attack, and it's pretty much like a hit or miss in regards to like, oh well, you'll either, what I mean is like they'll either like they'll use the new attack, but it'll be like at the edge of their life, and they're still not a threat at that point. Like they're still not a threat. Right, I got yours. It's not funny. Yeah, I think this one is. Yeah, Spark Mandrill. See, look at all the poses he makes while he's frozen. It's like, ah! Ah! Oh! Nice Spark Mandrill, so easy, because all you have to do is just use Chill Penguin and you're done. I think this is one where I could actually die if I wasn't careful. Like, depending on the path I decide to take. Or it was the next one. Anyway, more boomerang cutter. And then I can just sit here and do this all day. Because that's all you can do now that he doesn't have his arms, is just shoot torpedoes that have, well, shoot a tri-range of torpedoes and jump around. Like, you can't do that energy drain thing, which was probably his most devastating attack. And I remember the first time that I faced this guy, I was actually, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I was wondering, like, what the heck was he trying to do with that, when he just jumped up in the air and spun around like crazy. So I got curious and let myself get hit by his energy drain attack. And then he recovered all his HP back. And I was like, oh crap, I only have one bar of life, and he killed me. And I'm like, okay, so I learned never to do that again. Yeah, up there, if I use the ice car, I can get all those upgrades. So I can get all, not upgrades, those pickups. And those things are just completely annoying. But we have Flame Mammoth again. Hey there, big guy. Like, although he shows no reaction to the weapon. Like, he takes a ton of damage from Stone Cold. And the fact that it'll essentially hit him twice. I think it's like now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot to mention this. Like, I think what makes Mega Man, I think that what makes X take 50% damage from attacks is that he can, is that when he, is that now he's able to block. Now he actually like blocks when he takes damage. I'm gonna run out of boomerang cutter. I did think this boss was pretty cool, the D-Rex. And I would have never have guessed that its weakness is and it is, oh, I was about to be like, you are stuck, sir, in motion. Yeah, now he's actually pretty pissed that he's been damaged so much. I don't get what's up with that though, where he freezes, because I believe in the SNES version he never froze up like this. And I think this is only. And I think this is only like on this like on the collection version where he'll actually just lock up for a minute after he does his projectile attack. Because usually if he's gonna stay like that, he'll fire like 2 or 3 more of those shots at you before he actually goes into like a crazy, or before he goes into a crazy berserk rush type deal. And notice how I have not used a Hadouken at all, because I just, like I said, I never found a use for it. And if you pull up the map, it's nowhere on the map. And if you pull up specs, you get no specs. But of course, if you haven't figured it out, the last one is Sigma. And I thought this bit of an opening to the stage was pretty cool. And it's also actually very nice that they allow you to farm. Like I said, I never found like a use for the Hadouken other than just to have it. This would be what I would consider like a trophy, compared to other people that say like, oh well, this item is completely useless and you only have it just to show it off as a trophy. Like I remember people in Monster Hunter Tri would tell me that about various armor sets. Like I got the Alatreon armor set. And people were like, "Oh, that armor is completely useless. You're not supposed to be using it in battle." I'm like, "Well, then what's the point of having it?" Right? Well, then what's the point? What's the point of having it? You have it as a trophy to show off to everybody. I'm like, so the thought crossed my mind was that there's no one to show this off to. There's no one to show. There's nobody that cares. Oh wow, this is giving me extra lives. Like, there's no one to show it off to, or no one that actually cares that, oh well, I beat Alatreon so many times that I got his armor. Which Alatreon was like the ultimate monster. And the reason why people said it was bad was because, okay, I'm going to try and hit him with the Hadouken. I'm going to try. The reason why people said it was bad was just because it had like one ability that was actually bad, and you just had to gem it out. But but from what I've gathered, like it had a couple abilities that were bad. but you could actually deal with it. And from what I was gathering from those so-called like elite players of Monster Hunter, was that you're not supposed to get hit anyway, so like a lot of those abilities don't matter. Should you live, I will be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X. I thought that was a lizard. See? Okay, so I had to throw 2 Hadokens, and the first one missed because he totally hopped over my head. Excellent job, X! I see why Zero counted on you. You're almost as good a hunter as I was. But there's one difference between you and me, and I will show you. Excuse me. But the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having defied me. Because I saw Star Wars! Hadouken! Yeah, see, that just makes this like, honestly, I don't like using the Hadouken because this makes it a boring fight. But I do like this introduction of the boss. I do like that introduction of the boss fight where he like his head just floats up and you see this giant dude like come, like you just see this giant thing come out of nowhere. And his only weakness, which I've heard people like be like, oh well, you can kill him with the Hadouken, but I remember I tried it once and it was just like, and it just like went tink. It had no effect. Damn it. And this is why you're glad you have armor, because it actually does a lot of damage with his attacks. and also because with the Hadouken, you skip like you skip all the cool fights. Like you skip the cool fights. I actually like lightsaber Sigma when he because like the music that plays for that is like actually pretty cool in my opinion. And in here it's like, oh well, he's like, oh well, I'm definitely going to kill you now. Constantly throwing fire and whatnot at you, and using these floating claws, which in Maverick Hunter X they turned into that actually became like actual part of him. And he's going into this spam mode and not deploying his claws. Like he essentially just wants me to jump up there. I honestly find that unfair, because there'll be times where he just absolutely goes into this, just go into this complete phase of tossing, of just not throwing out the platforms for you. You can climb up there, like you can actually climb up there, but it actually makes the game you're actually just hurting yourself in the long run. And one more shot will do it. Boom. It's like the last shot was like boom. It's like, what the heck? I honestly thought that, like, I couldn't figure out what the heck this thing was for the longest time, and then I finally got a good look at it. No, it's not possible. I'm a Reploid. I cannot be destroyed by you. Why, X? Why you done this to me? Well, you done this to us. Without the humans, my Reploid brothers could have ushered in a new age. And it was like, I remember in Maverick Hunter X, they actually changed they changed the story like entirely for the most part. Like they changed the dialogue, so it doesn't sound as awkward. Anyway, we beat the game, yay! And X will stand at the edge of there. X will stand here at the edge. And I thought this music here was like some ending or like some soap opera music, and it would just like here it would just end with a kiss. The war is now. Well, I'll read it when it gets up to a point. Anyway, I hope you glad you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed the Mega Man X playthrough. I mean, this is something. It was just something for me to do because I've been at sorts as of late, and I've been trying my best to like get back on track, which is why I put myself on hiatus more or less. And I'm still playing games, but I'm just so far behind in a lot of stuff and stressed out and everything. Oh, I didn't read the text. No. Standing on the cliff, the answers seem to escape him. He only knows that he'll fight the Mavericks again before he finds his answer. And I always thought this was cool because the Mega Man game I played before this was Mega Man 5 on the NES, and I had no idea how to play that at all. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? Maybe only the X-Buster on his hand knows for sure. You went on for a long, long time, and Inafune apparently wanted you to stop at X4, but you went on for another set of games, and then you went into side games, and then this here was cool. Like you just run, and you're just running all the way towards the end, the ocean stage. But yeah, like I've been going through a lot. Like one thing is that I no longer go to my doctor anymore for medication because, well, one, the insurance, I've mentioned this before, is that the insurance went up on me, so I had to switch insurance companies to a different one, and basically, shouldn't even really have this one because it's not that good of an insurance. It's that kind of insurance, like you just have it just to have it, so you don't have people like coming after you, like jumping on octopus. But yeah, well, anyway, I've been like kind of stressing out about that, like following it, like fighting off depression and whatnot, dealing with that. It's you wouldn't notice it in my playthroughs or any of my videos because it's just like, oh well, because I sound completely normal. And pretty much is those times where I'm just like, oh well, I can actually be myself for that moment in time, and then like depression will hit, and I'll be like, oh, I'm not feeling it anymore. But yeah, I regrettably put myself on hiatus because I say regret because it's like, I say regret because I know it's like, oh, well, I'm going to get like a heck of a lot less money than I would normally get because YouTube is like business and whatnot, and it's like, well, and if you suddenly like stop uploading videos or whatever, people will stop watching you and they'll like go someplace else. And with YouTube's errors, glitches, and new programming thing, apparently they just, what was it? Apparently it's like YouTube goes like, well, if you can't play our ball game, then we'll find somebody else that will. And that's essentially how YouTube is. It's like, oh well, if you can't, then it's like, oh well, if you can't do your job, then they more or less fire you, and they'll put you in the corner where like nobody likes you. nobody likes you corner, and like you won't get featured or you won't get shown all that well. These credits were a lot shorter than I remember. I remember these credits being a lot longer. I don't know. Well, yeah, that was one of the main things I was worried about, was that if I get, like, when I can't upload, like, people are just gonna flock to another YouTube channel and there's nothing I can do about it. But try my best to keep uploading, which is one of the many stressors that I was trying to deal with, which is why I was trying to rework the YouTube uploading schedule, and I still haven't worked it out yet. Right now I'm uploading whatever. Oh, in this part of the game, you have won a temporary victory, X. What you destroyed was only a temporary body. My spirit remains intact. In time, I will find other bodies strong enough to do my bidding, and I will return. I shall see you soon, X. Very soon. And on the SNES, it would just, like, the game would just, like, stay on this screen because you had to reset the game. You had to reset your SNES. Here, it just goes like, oh, well, okay, well, he's done with his crappy message. Well, we'll just take it to the save screen. But it would just stay there, and you would just be left with the dark foreboding music and Sigma's face saying that he'll see you again. Which for me, that was actually a very, very long time, because I didn't play X2 until like 5 or so years later. Oh man. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, I did play this on the crappy version of the Megaman X collection, which you guys know. But you guys know the Megaman X collection is kind of bad because the music doesn't loop properly. The music doesn't loop properly. A lot of gameplay elements don't function the same as it did back on the SNES. I never seen that though, where he's actually on top of his ultimate armor. Because I do it's like his ultimate armor, the Giga Attack, does turn into like this personal jet thing that just destroys enemies that it touches, like a Psycho Crusher. But I never seen him like ride on top of it. That should have been I wish they would actually put that concept in. And then you had the fourth armor, which became a kind of became a staple that X was reusing armors again. And actually, no wait, I think that's the blade armor. I don't remember my armors that well. I know this is the blade armor Buster because in X6 he gets the saber and whatnot. Then you had these like cool drawings of X and Zero, and when Zero gained man boobs, and like it just became such a staple for Zero. Like you just didn't think like he could go anywhere without this. And you look back at X, it's just like there's something missing on Zero. Then Zero gains a saber, like just to make him cool. And like I said, then before, I believe I was saying like I didn't favor Zero. Like I didn't favor Zero as much because he was just so unnecessarily popular to me. He was so unnecessarily popular to me. Like people just liked him just to like him. It was like, oh, he has a sword. I was just like, I'd rather be X because I mean, one, the game is titled Megaman X, so like, why would I play a Zero of all characters? And then eventually Zero got his own game and pretty much got this super long running lore behind it. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed my Megaman X playthrough. I'm sorry for all the screw ups that I made, but I mean it's hard. It's really hard doing commentary, playing the game, and trying to focus on both at the same time. But hey, at least I did it, and well, the only game over was the one I caused on purpose. Oh well, I'll see you guys next time. Catch you later. Catch you later. Catch you later.